What's good, Fight Fan Stash this morning? Shout out to the LDBC. Now, after watching Josito Lopez fight Keith Thurman just now, I mean it was an okay fight. Keith Thurman was the victor. He did win in majority decision. One judge had it a draw at 113. One had it 115, 111, and another had it 117, 109. You had to give Lopez at least 3 rounds, okay? At least 3 rounds. The seventh and eighth round for sure. Man, Keith Thurman dropped Lopez in the second round. The entire fight, Keith Thurman was hitting Lopez whenever he wanted to, at will. Flush shots, hard shots. I have to say, he dropped Lopez in the middle of Lopez was throwing a wide left hook, and it was like fully extended, and Thurman hit him with a short left hook in the middle of it. That's what dropped him, but after that, like you could tell he was getting hit with probably shots that was harder than that. Like Lopez truly did come to fight. He was not laying down in this fight, and he gave Thurman a fight. This was not an easy fight for Thurman. And that's what he said. It's not going to be an easy fight for him. Thurman looked good as far as his win. He was not winded. He threw like almost 900 punches this whole fight for the 12 rounds. The only thing that he really needs to work on, of course, is his defense. And you could tell he lacked a lot of sparring because it seems like the punches that was getting through, that Lopez was throwing, was kind of touching Thurman up and making him uneasy. You could tell it was kind of hurting him. Man, Lopez hit Thurman with some good shots. The seventh round was all Josito Lopez. Thurman was backtracking and getting hit with straight rights while he was backtracking. I mean, head getting swung back and everything. So you definitely could see that Thurman has a lot of ring rust, and he has, of course, just like he said after the fight, you'll see a good Keith Thurman, but not the best Keith Thurman. And damn it, you're right, because you look bad, kinda. And Josito Lopez isn't no bum or nothing like that, and you could tell during this fight. But at the same time, you got to ask yourself if Bud or Spence was in that ring, he would have got stopped. Lopez would have got stopped most definitely. Even Sean Porter probably would have stopped Lopez. It's just that Thurman had some ring rust, and Lopez got out on him on the seventh round. He got out on Keith Thurman, and a little bit of the eighth round also. But it was a good fight. It was kind of entertaining. The referee, I caught some shots when I was taking some pictures watching this fight of the ref in the ring, and his facial expressions during this fight had me really giggling my ass off. But at the same time, it's just still weird that he does need a tune-up fight, and just like I said, if he was fighting one of the top welterweights, he would have lost in that ring tonight. Even though he was putting together good combinations and he was landing flush, he made a lot of mistakes in the ring, and it's just that Josito Lopez couldn't make him pay for all of them. But he did make him pay for having his hands down. His hands was down a lot, and Josito Lopez took advantage of that sometimes during the fight. Not every time, but sometimes he did take advantage of the fight. And you could tell, you could see it. This is a free fight. I'm more than sure everybody watched the fight, especially all the Keith Thurman fans. It was a very highly anticipated fight, just because this is his return back to the ring. I know you guys see it, and you got to be honest. Matter of fact, just agree with Keith Thurman. It wasn't the best him. And you could tell. The ring rust was really showing. But if you look at the screen, like that's what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was looking bad for Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman's offense was in there when it came. Like, his offense is still there. I honestly don't think he has the power to stop fighters at to stop the fighters at welterweight that's in the top five in the welterweight division. I mean, he didn't really have that at first. It's been a long time since Keith Thurman was on like a KO or TKO streak. So was yet to is yet to be seen how exactly he's going to hold up against anybody else. I would like to see him fight somebody else better than Jose Lopez, just to see where he's going to be at in the next 6 months. Because I guess that's what he said, he was going to come back and fight somebody else. It's just weird that he's got to take all of these. I understand, you know what I'm saying. He got to take tune-up fights. I mean, I can tell during this fight that he had to take a tune-up fight. But you don't need no tune-ups to fight Pacquiao. It's just funny to me. Like it's you got to tune up and tune up and tune up for Earl Spence and Bud, but you'll fight Sean Porter or Pacquiao right damn now. I mean, I guess you know who you can beat and you know who you can't. That just says something about, regardless of what Keith Thurman say about Crawford or Earl Spence, it shows in his actions what he really thinks about them. And I mean, and he can't say anything but they're great fighters, and he got to be on his game. He got to be 100% to fight these two killers. I just wish he stopped calling Earl a boy, like he's a damn 18-year-old or some shit, because it looks bad on him because you don't want to fight him right now. If everybody's taking scrutiny for not fighting somebody immediately. I mean, Earl Spence is somebody that's been calling you out for damn near 2 years, so you can't keep calling him a boy and you won't fight him. But yes, indeed, Keith Thurman got some work to do. You got some gym work to do. I would advise you stop talking so much and stop eating up so much camera time and get to work, buddy. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.